Oh my God, hurry up. Pass me the phone. Come on.
Oh my God, hi, Keri. What you think I'm beauty? And it's Dominique Nicole. You already know DJ the rapper. Go ahead, Keri. Go ahead, Keri. Go ahead, Keri. Tell it like it is, boy. Go ahead, Keri. Go ahead, Keri. Go ahead, Keri. Tell it like it is, boy. Go ahead, Keri. Go ahead, Keri. Go ahead, Keri. Tell it like it is, boy. Go ahead, Keri. Go ahead, Keri. Go ahead, Keri. Tell it like it is, boy.
Keri, tell it like it is through your radio. Fully syndicated, funny for the silly folks. Always keep it positive, never negative. Keri's Korner is the name. Welcome to the show. Hot top celebrities bringing in the voice of the community. It ain't gonna stop. And when they start to play the beats, I'ma have to write you up a eulogy cause they so hot. And I stay live, and I stay woke when the man trying to keep me on demand. Yeah, DJ beyond beauty and Dominique Nicole did it again.
Keri's Korner will show you just what you were made of. Keri's Korner will have the music playing through ya. Keri's Korner will have you sipping on some tea. Keri's Korner, tell it like it is, you and me. Keri's Korner, syndicated radio.
Go ahead, Keri. Go ahead, Keri. Go ahead, Keri. Tell it like it is, boy. Go ahead, Keri. Go ahead, Keri. Go ahead, Keri. Tell it like it is, boy. Go ahead, Keri. Go ahead, Keri. Go ahead, Keri. Tell it like it is, boy. Go ahead, Keri. Go ahead, Keri. Go ahead, Keri. Tell it like it is, boy.
What up, everybody? It's your boy, Keri D. Singleton. It's the Keri's Korner Radio Show. Hope everybody had a wonderful last week. Whatever that means to you. You know, we're on different stations. I want to give a big shout out. I'm going to start doing this every week because I think appreciation is very, very, very important. So I'm going to give a big shout out to the show's producer before we start, Paul Dorsa. Shout out to you, Paul. Give a big shout out to the assistant producer of the Keri's Korner Radio Show, Mr. Kevon Merrill. Shout out to you, sir.
Thank
I want to
you,
give
Keri.
a big shout out to our DJ in the building, Mr. Andre Jones.
All right.
And I want to give a big shout out to Mr. Cox, who is never, ever here on time.
Where are you at, though?
But shout out to Mr. Cox, and last but not least, of course, DJ Just in Time, who does all of our outsourced mixes for the show. Yeah, every week we got to do that. We got to let everybody know who's on the team, because it ain't just about
right.
ME. You know what I mean?
That's about
There's
right.
no I in Keri.
Really. But we get you, man.
Yeah, there's no I in team. So as I'm looking over my notes, I'm realizing that I spent a lot of time with the assistant producer this weekend. We tend to spend a lot of time together. That must be great for your morale.
Yeah, I mean, it's always cool, Keri. We go to cool places.
Yeah, and I'm a cool guy.
Yeah.
That's part of it.
You know, most of the time.
Wow. Okay. Anyway, before we get into what Kevon and I were up to this weekend, Paul, how are you doing? How was your weekend?
It was pretty good. I was working.
Okay.
And watched the Knicks.
The Knicks,
Saturday
the New York
and
Knicks,
Sunday.
yes.
They're in the playoffs.
Okay.
I went to look at prices for tickets this afternoon.
Oh, because you can actually go see them now.
And it's just only $1,000 a seat, so nothing too crazy, right?
Yeah. How much?
$1,000. Because I guess they have limited seating right now.
So you have to pay for the fact that
I'm not going, obviously.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Shout out to the Knicks. What about you, Andre Jones? How was your weekend, buddy?
The company I work for, we had a wedding Friday. Saturday, I had a first birthday event, and I DJ'd a 30th birthday at night.
Okay.
Insane.
Okay.
And then Sunday, did a brunch event on Staten Island. And
Staten Island. I heard about that place.
I'm going to say the following. If they didn't know about me, then they know now.
Yeah, if you don't know, now you know. You know. Okay,
That's right.
okay. Yeah, so I was stuck hanging out with Kevon for much of the weekend. You know, like, stuck. No, that's my boy. So last Friday, you guys, Kevon and I visited the National Great Blacks in Wax Museum in Baltimore, Maryland. We had our friend Alfonso Tisdali. I can remember because he just changed his name. Like I don't. He's the first person I ever met that literally changed their name legally. So I have to try to remember. It's Alfonso Tisdali. right? That's his name, right, Kevon?
Right, that was it.
Okay, yeah. Well, shout out to Dr. Martin. Dr. Martin is the co-founder, along with her late husband, of the iconic museum in Baltimore. So shout out to her for giving us a one-on-one personal tour. We had a tour. Mm-hmm. We had a personal tour. Kevon, what were your thoughts on the museum?
Well, Keri, I gotta say that I love history. Any time that I can learn about the past, it's inspiring to me. And with this museum, I felt that I could step into history. It's another thing to see historical figures as fully rendered 3D life-sized images. It's like they're real people.
Right.
You know, it makes them more than characters and much more of the people that they really were in the past.
Yeah,
so
tells the story.
That was great.
Yeah. I mean, shout out to J. Alexander Martin of FUBU, who'll be on the show shortly. We saw his statue. A broken ear, though. Like, I thought that maybe Mike Tyson had gotten a hold of him. Because his ear had, looked like it was bitten off. But these are wax figures, and they're very sensitive.
Yeah, people touching the ear after all that time.
Yeah, like, why would you want to touch his ear, though? Like, I don't know. But shout out to Dr. Martin. We had a great time. I wore, as did you, Kevon, and Alfonso, wore the slave shackles.
Right, authentic slave shackles.
Yeah. Somebody actually hit me up on Facebook and said, well, what kind of place allows you to wear slave shackles? Why would you want to do that? And it's for historical purposes. It's one thing, and I've done this before at that museum years ago. Right. We were taping the Keri's Korner TV show, a very short-lived program, and we taped that episode that never aired of me wearing the shackles. And the significance was that, so we all know, the history of the Middle Passage and slaves being taken from West Africa to the different places in the New World, the Caribbean, the United States, the South America, etc. Right?
Of course.
But to know what they really, really went through, I wanted to feel their pain. And Lord have mercy. Like, the one thing I don't think we really appreciate is it wasn't just about working long hours with no pay in the fields. You had some slaves that were wearing shackles. Kevon, those shackles were heavy.
Right, they're heavier than they look, and they look pretty heavy to start with.
Right. It's like, how do you even move? And what did you feel like when I put the shackle around? You had a good time trying to put that neck thing around my neck, so I returned the favor.
I will say it's not comfortable. It's very heavy. It weighs you down. It's just to feel a fraction of that experience is like, it puts you in a different mind space. Same way as how we saw that full hand of cotton, that 500-pound bale. Exactly. It was like, oh, this is like really what it was like.
People had to do, and we had the luxury of being able to take the damn shackles off.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that was pretty deep. DJ Just in Time, Kevon, and I myself are also headed to Chicago this week to film a promo video for our syndicated station in Chicago, WJWR. I'm telling you, Paul, you're missing all the fun. You need to just ditch that other job and come hang out with us. He's like, the pay though, Keri.
But also the Knicks play this weekend too, so I gotta be in New York for that one,
Of course, and nothing's more important than the Knicks. So shout out to James and Lorraine Render, the co-owners of WJWR. We look forward to meeting our radio family and hanging out in the Windy City. You've never been there, Kevon, correct?
No, I've never been there.
Yeah, and I haven't been since 2007. But we're all going to do something that we've never done before. That is, upon landing, we're going to run to Gary, Indiana before the sun goes down, and we're going to go visit the Jackson family home.
Yeah.
I thought it was appropriate. Janet's birthday just passed. I'm going to be dressed in my Janet gear.
Right. Just look like a target for the whole world to see.
Yeah. And then Gary, Indiana, literally a target. But it'll be a good time as long as we get out of Gary before the sun goes down, right?
I'm excited.
Yeah, I am too. Kevon and I also went to Queens last Sunday to get tested for COVID for our Chicago trip, because Chicago has restrictions. You actually can't come into the city without a negative test.
Yeah, very weird.
Yeah, interesting. I think they have a lot more things to worry about, but that's just me. I'm just saying. Shout out to Chicago and their very colorful mayor. A piece of work, but I can't wait to go. Everybody, I want your opinions on this. We got 5 minutes, so let's not linger, Dre. So the word on the street is that vaccinated Americans can now go unmasked. And if I'm not mistaken, because I don't watch the news anymore, I just couldn't do it anymore. I stopped. I started YouTubing like the rest of you guys, just watching documentaries. But if I'm not mistaken, it was dropped like out of thin air. Like there was no precursor or anything like that. Paul, is that, like there was nobody knew the day before that Biden was going to announce that we no longer had to wear masks if we were vaccinated. And so now people are upset because some people are vaccinated and some aren't. And I'm just like open the world. Like the subways finally went back to 24 hours. Let's, be precautious, yes. But let's live again. Let's let there be some incentive for people to move forward. Paul, what do you think about that?
I don't really. I don't know.
Predictably,
me. I got my vaccine, so I don't really care.
Okay.
I'm just rocking out.
Okay.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Okay. Kevon, you and I had an extensive discussion about this on our way to getting tested.
Right. Yeah. I am half vaxxed myself. I need to get my second shot.
Half vaxxed.
Yeah, exactly.
Sounds like that's your nationality. Go ahead. He's half vaccinated, half Latino.
Either way, I'm gonna get it finished. So.
Oh God.
I'm just like, hey, I think that things should reopen. People should be able to be comfortable, but you got to make sure you do it safely, obviously.
Right. Yeah, because I want to go on a cruise ship. I know we talked about this. You've been on cruises. I've been checking my bucket list like crazy this year. The shark diving in Hawaii, going to see Janet Jackson's birthplace. Okay, Michael Jackson's birthplace for some of you, but for me it's Janet. I'm checking those boxes. I want to go on a cruise this year, and now I'm hearing that the cruise ships are moving, just not in the United States.
Right. Cruises are gonna be weird.
Yeah. Well, I want to go on a cruise. The Staten Island ferry is not fun. I want to go on a real boat. Dre, what's your thoughts? Short version, politically correct version, please.
Syndicatable version.
Oh my God. Okay, so I'm not gonna say anything to it except, all right. But here's the problem. In the beginning, they did say if you felt unsafe, you should wear a mask. Otherwise, you shouldn't be wearing them for long periods of time. I'm glad that the sheeple will now say, okay, we're free. Yeah, that's right. I said. But I think this is a good step. This is a good thing.
Paul, where's his do you have the lever for his mic? We might have to shut it off.
I don't have the lever for his mic. I could turn down the whole DJ booth, but then we won't have any music.
Yeah. Well, then maybe we won't get canceled. Okay, without calling people sheeple, continue.
Not for nothing, I think this is a step in the right direction, and to give people a chance who were scared before that are vaccinated a chance to actually breathe. I'm cool with that.
Jesus. Okay. And last but certainly not least, my spoken word album's second single and video was released last week. I'm going to ask this question as I look sideways at everybody in this room on the team. Did anybody see the video for Orgasmia? Paul?
No, I haven't watched it yet.
Wrong answer. Kevon, I know you saw it because you were doing the documentary behind the scenes. Right. We shot it in Philadelphia 2 weeks ago, Kevon?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And Dre, you haven't seen it either? Okay, I have 2 minutes. 2 minutes to vent, and I'm going to vent. First of all, for those of you that have not seen the video, go to illadelstyles.net/KDS. Or just go to YouTube and type in my name and type in Orgasmia, whichever works for you. Orgasmia. Everybody, damn it, should know how to spell orgasm. Just add an I and an A to it, all right? Purchase the single. And it's funny because I've had so many guests in the past sit in that chair and say the very same thing that I'm saying right now, support, support, support. So clapping is not support, people. And I have a guest, Sue Chris, who's going to discuss that. I'm sure she can relate to the fact, Sue Chris, that support is an action word, right? Yes, it doesn't mean clapping. Yeah, it means purchase. Buy things. You know, it's a purchase thing, all right? So buy my single. Most of the people that listen to the show have been on this show. So y'all should really come on, it's my first time. It's a spoken word song. I had to actually take off my clothes for this. Can you please You know what I'm saying? Like, I had to get in a robe and silk boxers and, you know, have ice and nipples. Come on.
The artist.
Yeah, support the artist, please. And it also, if not for me, for Julia Robertson, formerly of Ex-Girlfriend, there's the incentive. She's moaned in the video, and, you know, let's compensate her for her moaning. Because moaning
You're killing me, Small.
takes effort. And if I had to suck in my stomach for 2.5 minutes while I'm wearing a tank top, I deserve $2.99, right? Orgasmia, you guys, make sure you check it out. And no, I did the whole video without having an orgasm. How about that? Keri's Corner, your new home for throwbacks and new jacks. Let's get into those new jacks right now here, and let's go.
Hey, yo, what's happening? This your boy 5 Mics. Anytime I'm looking for great entertainment or the latest scoop on the music industry, I pick up Intrigue magazine. Cause everything I read in is so intriguing. Don't believe me? Then find out on your own. IntrigueMagazine.com, where reading is a pleasure.
And now it's time for those exclusive New Jack joints right here on Keri's Corner, your new home for throwbacks and new jacks.
This is Jay Alexander Martin from FUBU. Shout out to Keri's Corner Radio Show.
I'm wiping these tears. Next, I'm deleting your number. So tired of fears. When it comes to us, no reason to call. Don't even talk to my voicemail. Deleting the thread. Cause I just wanna forget. And why are you so good at making me cry? Do you even know why? I'm tired of trying. All you do is lie. So I'm saying goodbye. And it took me 4 days of wanting this pain away. And it's easy for nights, trying to fight that this don't feel right. We can't make this work if your love only hurts. Starting to stay, I'm putting me first. 364 days. I used to want time when I thought you were worth it. But as hands tick by, I realized I wasted mine. Made it all about you. Too invested to lose. And now you wanna go and get mad when I'm just speaking my truth. And why are you so good at making me cry? Do you even know why? I'm tired of trying. All you do is lie. So I'm saying goodbye. 4 days.
Keri is so very.
It's okay. Tomorrow's promised to no one, so live for now. Take time for you some way, somewhere, somehow. Yeah. Don't have the time. It's always the same excuse, but time waits for no one, so make some time for you. Take a moment just to clear your mind. Take the time.
Hey, this is Jenna Nation. You're listening to the Keri's Korner radio show, your new home for throwbacks and new jacks.
Now my like for you turned into more than just a lot. The way you see right through all of my ugly too. Don't feel the need to hide the things I am inside. I don't need 1,000 roses. I got what I need when I'm next to you. I could spend a lifetime with you. It's crazy, but I know it's true. You must have some superpower. Somehow you broke down my walls. My feelings just keep getting stronger for you, and there's nothing that I could do. Got you from head to toe. Never can let you go. I spend my days and nights with you up on my mind. I don't need 1,000 roses. I got what I need when I'm next to you. I could spend a lifetime with you. It's crazy, but I know it's true. Yeah, you know it's true. So crazy, yeah. And I don't need 1,000 roses. No, yeah. I don't need 1,000
I'm Julie Robertson.
And I'm Norm Adams. And we're hanging out on the Keri's Korner Radio Show.
We don't talk the way we used to. There's a lack of communication between me and you.
Life, it seems, is not the same as it ever was. Everything is starting now to change, and it's all because
something's been left unsaid. Voices inside my head
tell me it's over. They tell me it's
How can I make you understand? We've lost control of the situation. This is not like we planned.
Can we make it like it used to be for a moment now? Maybe then the two of us can see that it changed somehow.
'Cause something's been left unsaid. Voices inside my head tell me it's over. They tell me it's over. Baby, I don't wanna have to go through yet another sleepless night. Sleepless night.
Tell me, is there anything that we can do to try and make it right? Make it right. And
You come home here where you know you belong. Something's been left unsaid. You belong. Voices inside my head
tell me that it's over.
They tell me it's over. Hey, is it really over? Let's just be honest.
Okay.
And we're back on the Keri's Korner Radio Show. We just came out of our New Jack mix. Great new joints. From the New Jack segment of the Keri's Korner Radio Show, we started everything off with Jaquay. She calls that one 364. Vion Ray and Time. Jenna Nation hooked us up with some Roses. And we ended everything off with Norm Adams and Julia Robertson with Over. Welcome to the show, sweetheart. How are you?
Awesome, actually. Thank you.
Can we hear you? What would you say?
I said I'm awesome. Thank
Great
you.
vocals. Okay, let everybody know who you are
My name is Neith Rasuten. I'm a serial entrepreneur.
Serial entrepreneur. I love
Serial
that.
entrepreneur. We just can't do one thing. I'm originally, my family is from Haiti.
Okay.
I'm a first-generation American here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just, enjoying my life, being an entrepreneur in America. And it's a awesome time to be a person of my persuasion.
Yes.
Nubian women are winning.
Yes, they are.
And I am so glad to be a Nubian woman.
So wait a minute, Haitian American.
Yes, sir.
I love the Haitian rice and peas. I was literally looking all over East New York, Brooklyn yesterday for the Haitian rice and peas. It's the black rice and the
Julie John.
That's what it's called.
Julie John.
I need that into my life. Dre, remember I was telling you the Haitian rice and peas?
Get you a Haitian
Yes.
girl.
Well, I've tried, and that's not worked out very well.
You see, okay, so first of all, we don't
Yeah.
work with words like try.
Okay.
Okay, so if we really want to do something, we're going to make it happen.
You're going to make it happen. Okay.
Please believe.
Okay. Speaking of making things happen, the way that you and I met initially,
Yes,
it was 420.
Yes,
Which
sir.
for those of you that don't know is April 20th. That's when everybody celebrates, I guess, National Weed Day. I don't know why it's 420, whatever. I guess, okay, whatever. But I was there with my friend Brian Harrison, who's a weed head. I don't think that I'm
Shout
supposed
out to Ryan.
Brian.
Shout out to Brian.
Brian. Yeah, I don't think I'm supposed to say weed head. Is there another better
Pothead?
term? Pothead?
There's nothing wrong with
Okay,
it. It's
well,
legal now.
right.
We're all of those.
Okay.
And then some.
So we went over there. I took him there. I don't partake, but I took him to the 420 event in Union Square Park in New York City. And that's when we met you. You were doing some great T-shirts, and I actually was attracted to your vibe.
Thank you.
First and foremost, your vibe
Thank you
was
for
dope.
seeing me.
No,
Thank
it's
you for
just
seeing
seriously. You're a dope sister, right? And your vibe was dope, and I wanted to come over and see what the dopeness was all about. So before we talk about anything else, I'm going to get into the. This is a story for everybody to enjoy. So I had a friend that was going to be coming from Baltimore the following week. Alfonso is my buddy's name from Baltimore. And he indulges. So I figured, you know what? I hadn't seen him in years. Why not make it a great New York experience? So I actually ended up buying some edibles from you. Mm-hmm. Now, I've had edibles once before in my life, and it was a disaster.
A cute little watermelon gummy.
Yeah, it was a cute little one. But I mean, years ago, I had some edibles in DC, and I had like a plate full of them, and it was I was spaced cadeted out.
He called for the emergency room.
Seriously, I was high like all the way from DC back to New York.
Absolutely.
So, and then some.
And then some.
And then some. So
because that's not a long ride.
So I conferred with you. What I don't want to I want my buddy to enjoy.
OD.
Yeah, I didn't want to OD. So you gave me this really small. I was like, what am I supposed to do with that?
Cut it in half and then cut it in half again.
Yes. So you told me, you said you're gonna keep it for a week. You got to keep it in the refrigerator.
Yes, sir.
In a glass,
yes,
which
sir.
I did.
Mm-hmm.
And you said to me repeatedly, as your daughter reiterated, do not eat the whole thing.
Please don't.
Because you'll be out of control. So when Alfonso did show up, I cut it in half. Mm-hmm. I gave him a piece. Mm-hmm. I took the other piece. Mm-hmm. I felt nothing. And he being a pothead, he felt something. So what happened?
So you were high. But, okay, so here's the thing.
Was I?
Yeah. So here's the thing with edibles and CBD and THC.
Okay. All right.
And we're all becoming very knowledgeable about this plant, this amazing plant.
Amazing.
And why this plant was even put on a Schedule 2 is crazy because you can make paper, you can make material.
Weed paper.
You can actually make fuel from the male plant. So the reason that she was actually banned, and we give thanks that she's legal now, is because the powers that be understood that where she mainly grew, people of Nubian descent would be in control of that crop.
Okay.
And they would make the most money because it grows in tropical areas. The seed is not indigenous to America, so the seed is from someplace else.
Right.
And they was just like, oh, hell no.
Oh.
Because the world would be too dependent. One of our first...
But wouldn't the world be high?
The world wouldn't be high because everybody doesn't have to use the plant, ingest the plant. The plant itself can do so many things.
It's a replacement for cotton. It's actually a viable replacement for paper and cotton. That's why the timber industry...
Now he wants to weigh in like a scholar.
So there were so many new businesses in America because what a lot of people don't know, and this aches me to no end. And please, new generation, just make us older people just feel silly by please doing your research. Do not let your teacher tell you anything. I'm a student of Malcolm X. Malcolm X said, go and find out the information for yourself.
Okay, well, it's a lot of weed education.
No, but you need to read. You need to learn for yourself.
Okay.
Because when somebody regurgitates information to you, they can tell you anything.
Right.
And then you're saying that it's law, and it's actually not true. Because sometimes you're being educated by people who just want you to be an educated fool. So you need to really look for yourself.
A great, passionate perspective. Now, let's also talk about the fact that you're a clothing designer. See, I didn't even know that when I met you.
Again, I'm a serial entrepreneur. I keep on saying that because I need people to understand that when you liberate your mind, and if it's through this magical plant, whatever, but when you seek knowledge, then you start to understand that there's nothing that you can't do.
So let's talk about your pieces.
So, well, what I want to really talk about is the fact that I'm a manufacturer.
Okay.
So that I mass produce garments and clothing for people.
Okay.
Okay.
Dope.
I do bespoke, which is the individual, I love that part because fashion for me is art. It's not a business.
Okay.
You will always be able to sell your art because people always need clothes.
Right. We can't be naked. Although in my apartment, you have to be naked. Like that's the law.
I mean, I heard somebody was naked and saw some photos about something called orgasmia.
I wasn't naked. I had some clothes on. Not a lot, though.
I saw nipplage.
Did you? Not mine. You might have
I saw male nipplage. And there was only one person in that room, male. So we're just
time to go to the gym.
We're just gonna
gotta tighten
and I
them
didn't
nipples
say
up.
it was big. See, that's
well. I know what my nipples look like.
Listen,
I mean,
I saw
can't
chest.
breastfeat.
I saw man chest.
Okay.
How about that?
Yeah,
How about
fine.
that?
But
That makes you feel better?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
But it's a good thing that we're having this conversation today because Mr. Cox, our photographer, is he has a magazine called Photography Insight Plus, and it's all about photography and fashion, and so that's his lane. So this is a good, dope thing that you're here to meet with him.
It's kismet.
Yes, it's supposed to happen. So let's talk more about. Are you wearing anything that you created? I don't know. Like I always ask that when designers.
I am wearing my latest launch from the Serial Entrepreneur. So I am wearing my CBD lip gloss.
Okay. So wait a minute. If you kiss somebody, do they get high?
They sure will.
Are you serious? Maybe I need to put on the lip gloss.
They will get a dose.
Shut up, Paul.
Yeah.
I just had a feeling you would say. I just felt like he was going to say something when I said I should wear lip gloss.
No, I'm doing a lip balm for the men. I just started with the women.
Do we have some?
Yes, of course.
Oh, okay.
We have some.
So I can go to Chicago and.
Oh, you want to kiss the girl?
Yeah.
He wants to kiss the girl.
Get somebody from Gary to get high. Don't judge me.
I will not.
So okay, so I'm talking to Kevon.
Oh, well,
he judges. Yeah.
Because he knows you more.
Yes, he does.
I have to be nice to you.
Okay, so you don't have to. Nobody else in this damn studio is ever nice.
You heard
so talk to me about the whatever the other things that you do because we only have like 5 more minutes or 6 more minutes.
Okay.
So I want to know everything that you do.
Well, it's not going to be in 5 minutes, but first of all, I would just want to be thankful, and I just want to say happy birthday to Janet Jackson because I love her.
Absolutely.
I love you, sis.
Yes.
Thank you for paving the way for the Beyoncés of today.
Right.
And women who keep it classy.
There aren't a lot of those, but.
But we're going to keep on keeping on because we know.
Well, let me rephrase that. I meant in the entertainment business.
No, that's not really true. We understand that the industry promotes a certain kind of thing.
Yeah,
there are people like Erykah Badu did this with never taking her clothes off.
Okay,
she never took her clothes off.
But she's new school.
She did. No. But not having to.
Right,
not
of
having
course.
to.
But that's today.
After she became established, her and Andre 3000 did a video where she, did a cute little drop.
And then nothing wrong with that. But I'm not talking about. Let's not do that because that's way too much of a conversation.
Right? No, that's what I'm saying. It's a whole thing.
But I want to focus on what you're doing, not the untalented people like Cardi.
So I bought you a gift, right?
Let me look inside.
The gift is actually a book The book is about me. I'm a superhero. So we write for the genre of Afrofuturism.
Well, let's look at that book, because, I'm an author and I love books.
So it's called End to Eternity, which is my name.
Did you sign it?
Of course it's signed.
Why
wouldn't it be signed?
I mean, I actually had one or two authors over the past 8 years, Mr. Cox can tell you, they came in and handed me a book, and I was like, this isn't for me because my name's not in it.
No, it's your name's all
I want to
over
smell it. I like smelling books. Is that okay?
Smell it. He's very
like
sensual,
book, but I thought it would
guys.
smell like a substance, but it's...
He's trying to say my house must smell like weed.
Not your house, but maybe your book. Maybe there'd be a scratch and stuff. But what's the book about, very quickly?
He tried it. So on the blurb, right in the back.
Well, I want you to explain it so they can hear it.
Okay, so what the book is about is that I go to a different planet and I just wreak havoc.
Oh.
Okay, and I'm just on this planet wreaking havoc. So it's just a book about what the hell I'm doing on this planet right now. I don't care about opinions. All I do is make sure that I'm happy, the people around me are happy, and I try to live good with folks. So.
That's dope. That's all that matters. I want to ask you one question before we summarize.
Yes.
This is why you're going to have to come back. We don't have enough time to absorb all of your greatness in this particular segment. But what I want to ask you is...
Have me back.
Absolutely. Now it's etched in stone. But your ear, your ear has some dopeness on it, and I want to talk about that for about a minute and a half.
Okay.
So what is that?
So we celebrate, and I'm part of a women's collective, so everything that you see here was designed by a woman, supported by a woman. A woman is helping make it happen. So the earpiece is by Sava of Jacmel, and it's my friend Savannah. She's in Haiti right now. She'll be back. And I started working with her. I met her at Sisters Uptown Bookstore. We just struck up a conversation and just started talking about, being an entrepreneur. And she, this is what she decided that she wanted to create. So she started making jewelry. I helped her with her first vending event. And
now, okay, really quickly now, because are you leaving this here for us? Are these gifts or no? What is this?
Okay, so
because I wanted to know if I could
to talk about my different businesses,
right.
And I just launched the CBD lip gloss, and I just wanted you guys to see it. I know that you don't really partake in.
Yeah, but I wanted to put it on my mouth. But if it's not for me, then I guess I can't.
Well, they're different colors, so I mean, I didn't think you wanted to wear lip gloss. I'll do one for you.
Yeah, do one for me. Let me see. Like, are you gonna put it on me?
Why not?
Okay, well,
which color do you want?
Well, Paul, can you reach over and just pick a color, the most masculine one?
He's gonna do lavender.
That's not the most masculine one.
That's horrible.
Why would
do the nude?
Jesus.
Yeah, it's closer to his skin tone.
He's gonna pick the pink. Okay, so this hasn't been used previously, has it?
Absolutely not.
Okay, I'm just checking because COVID. So how does this work?
So what you do is you give yourself a dose. So you're at the job, you're in a stressful situation. I've been formulating this product for 8 months now, since October of last year, and I was on this job and I was just being terrorized by certain people, and I needed to stay calm.
So can you give me instructions?
You just apply it like a regular.
I don't know how to do that because I'm not a woman.
Okay, take that tip and just put it on your lip.
The tip on my lip.
You know what? You know what?
I'm not accustomed to putting tips.
This is a family show.
Yeah, my family though. So
right.
I put the tip on my lip.
Right, and just go ahead. Yeah. Okay. No, he's putting the stick, that soft part. Put on your lip. Yeah, the soft part.
Of the tip.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. Mr. Cox is loving this, right?
Mr. Cox is
Cox.
loving it.
Yeah. Mr. Cox, as I put the tip on my lip. Okay, so do I stick it in to get some more stuff out?
Ooh, stick it all the way in.
Well, I mean,
deep down in the container. And
okay, so stick it in deep. Okay. Okay, now
I'm
what?
I'm really grateful that you're wearing my product. That's amazing.
I hope my mother's not watching this episode.
I hope she's not watching either.
But what happens now?
So now it's formulated it's infused with honey CBD. So you're self-medicating.
Oh my God.
You're self-medicating. You won't be drowsy. What this is going to do is help you stay in control of your breath. So if something goes awry, you're not going to be like losing your breath, getting excited. You know how you get excited and you start breathing all heavy and stuff?
Usually when the tip's on the lip. But not my lip. Well,
yeah.
it'd be my tip on the. Okay.
You know,
So,
we're not judging.
Yeah,
We
well,
love
yeah,
everyone.
Oh my
and
God!
all their lifestyles.
No, we're referring to the other tip. We're talking about my tip on somebody else's lips. But at any rate, Kevon is cringing. So at this point,
clutching the pearls.
So can you see this? Because I don't want to walk outside and look like a
No, but first, tell me what it tastes like.
It doesn't taste like anything.
Okay.
Maybe because I just had pizza.
We should be getting something.
Oh no, nothing's happening right now. Soon though,
His
I guess.
lips are numb. His lips are high already.
Nothing's happening.
But
listen, we got to get into our next segment. So we're gonna have to come back and.
Are we still on the air after this segment?
Yes. So we have to get into what's the next one? I think I'm getting high.
He can't even remember.
Yeah.
So it's the next segment of Knit.
Yeah. The next segment is our artist spotlight segment. Let everybody know how they can get in touch with you really quickly.
Oh, awesome. You can get in touch with me on Instagram at CBD Honey Lips. You can get in touch with me for the fashion at designer knit _RA. So it's designer NIT _RA. My name is Knit Ra. So
Okay.
you know, we love to work with people one-on-one, get to know you and be able to assist you in where you want to go.
Mm-hmm.
We're mass producing, so in the mass production, that's how the cosmetic line came about, because since I can mass produce clothing, I can also go into different areas for you, and we can do cosmetics, we can do hats, anything that you want to mass produce, we can definitely do that for you at a reasonable price.
Okay. So we're gonna come back with an update later on in the show to see if my lips are falling off or not. But right now, we're gonna get into our artist spotlight of the week, and that is my girl. I had the pleasure of meeting her back in the mid-90s, I believe, when she was promoting her Act Like You Know album. Straight out of Brooklyn, New York, one of the dopest MCs to ever touch a microphone. From East Flatbush, we talking about the legendary MC Lights on Keri's Corner, your new home for throwbacks and new jacks.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Just kick back, relax, and listen to this week's Artist Spotlight.
And we're back on the Keri's Corner Radio Show. I'm happy to report that my lips are still there. So yeah, thankfully, the weed infused lip gloss. Did I just put lip gloss on our radio show? Why do you guys allow me to do these things, Paul? This is your fault. There should be some kind of standards that standards.
Oh man, he passing the ball.
Yeah,
this is not my fault. You did it on your own.
Yeah, you're the producer though. Yvonne, it's your fault. Dre, you too, and certainly you, Mr. Cox. You've been a part of the show since almost the very beginning. You guys should stop. Don't allow me to put lipstick on. A lip gloss.
Well, it's too late now.
We're talking about my breasts, and come on, this show just turned into a whole tranny train or something. I'm not supposed to say that, but whatever. Anyway, a person that looks absolutely beautiful with lip gloss is my next guest, Miss Sue Chris, all the way from one of my favorite damn cities in the United States, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Welcome to the show, sweetheart. How are you?
Hello. Suzann Christine is in the building.
I'm
doing
energy.
pretty good.
So much energy. And it's dope because you and I met a couple of years back. I think it was 2019, I want to say.
Yes. Yep.
Rob Schwartz, dope individual out in South Jersey.
Yep.
Had an event, rooftop event in Midtown.
Yeah.
And I was just hanging out with Norm Adams and Kango Kid at the show. And when you hit the mic, Susan, you've been on the show a lot of times. Well, you know that I keep it real.
Right.
I was kind of sleepy.
You was tired.
I was kind of sleepy that day because some of the people was just, But when you hit the mic, I was like, "Who is that? I've got to meet her. She is so dope." Welcome back to the show, sweetheart.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for coming all the way
Glad
from Philly.
to be back.
So I was in your hometown a week ago.
Okay.
I think recording a video for my spoken word single Orgasmia with Jermaine Quick out in West Philadelphia. What part of Philly are you from? I never asked you that, I don't think.
You probably did,
I probably
but
did.
I'm originally from West Oak Lane.
Okay.
Which is, they generalize it and say Uptown Philly.
Yeah, yep, I'm very familiar. Yep.
And for most of my life, I lived over closer to East Oak Lane.
Okay.
So I went to school with a lot of East Oak Laners.
Okay. I know the area. Yeah, I know the city very well. I know I asked you this before. I'm going to ask you this again. What is your favorite place to get your cheesesteaks?
Well, first off, I'm trying my best not to eat cheesesteaks these days. I can't even eat cheese no more.
So it is chicken cheap, but
what I'll say is, if you're gonna go get a cheesesteak, you should just go to Max's.
See, Max's is the spot.
Max's is the spot.
Always been my favorite spot until
D'Alessandro's is like right up there.
I don't really like D'Alessandro's,
but Max's, the spot.
I'm a fan of Max's. They used to be my favorite spot, and I would never argue it, except for now.
Yeah.
I go to Gilbin's.
Gilbert
on Stinson Avenue. Gilbin's.
On Stinson Avenue?
Yes, Gilbin's on Stinson Avenue.
Look,
is my new favorite
spot.
If I
want to eat a cheesesteak, baby, I have to go and check them out.
Do you eat fish?
Yeah.
Okay, so they have, that's what I get. They have cheesesteaks.
They do fish sandwiches?
They do fish po' boy, Philadelphia style. The bread is actually garlic bread.
Oh, Liz.
7440. I know the damn address. 7440 Stanton Avenue, Washington Lane.
So we
across.
What? I'm always around there.
By Martin Luther
I get my
King
hair
High School.
done now.
Martin Luther King High School's up there.
Yeah.
Check them out.
All right,
Yeah,
I
they're
sure
the spot.
will.
They're the spot. Anyway, it ain't about the food in Philly, but Philly's got so much. I mean, I love the city. So
Yeah,
much to
Philly's
talk
amazing.
About. What I really wanted to get out right, because I've been stalking you on social media. I'm just kidding. So Mike Africa Jr.,
Yes.
a mutual friend of ours,
Yes.
a dope individual with a dope story and dope history. Mike Africa Jr. is the second generation Move family.
Yes.
Of course, Move is the social. So what is socially conscious? I'd like to call them family whose home was bombed in May of 1985, May 13th to be specific. I have every book I've ever written. I've seen the movie. I've seen the documentaries.
So did you see the recent documentary?
Yes,
40 years.
40
of prisoner?
years. Yes, dope. I'm so proud of him. HBO put it out. That was a dope situation. You've been working with him lately. What y'all got going on?
Yeah. So we just released. We have a song called "Fly Baby" that's been released, and for Mother's Day for his mother who has been home for about 3.5 years or so. Yeah. Debbie Africa and his father Mike Africa
Mike Senior.
Yeah. But he did a tribute for his mother for Mother's Day, and we released a music video.
Oh wow!
Came out so beautiful on Mother's Day. So we have this song that we're promoting. So if you get a chance, check it out.
What's it called?
Fly Baby.
Damn, we should have sent it. We would have played it.
I would have done that. Yeah,
well,
I should
you
have.
can still send it. To us, so we can definitely play. We got it. And I was like, yo, like Sue and Mike on a track together. We gotta support the hell out of that project.
And we gotta do more. We have to. We plan to do more. Another song. So he's just really busy right now. His family is finding out about remains. You know.
You want to elaborate on that for people that don't know?
Yeah, it's just been a crazy experience with the Move organization.
Yeah. So the deceased children who died in the fire in 85.
Yep.
Apparently, Columbia
The family
University
is asking for the remains of the body.
Right. What schools was it? It was, what's that school in Jersey? Princeton, and I believe UPenn, if I'm not mistaken, University of Pennsylvania.
Well, because they have a whole museum and everything.
Yeah. Had kept the remains of these deceased children from the fire without the family knowing about it. Mm-hmm. Like as if there wasn't enough that they went through in 1985 and in 1978. It's ridiculous. We actually interviewed Andino Ward for our television show, Session Cafe.
Okay.
Andino Ward was Birdie Africa's father. Birdie Africa was the sole child that survived, with Ramona Africa. So we interviewed him, the father, a couple of months ago on our TV show, and that was a 2-part special that was emotionally charged. A lot of stuff I learned about May 13th and August 8th that I never knew, coming from the father of Birdie's mouth. There's so much tragedy for those people.
Tragedy.
And I really feel like this year was the first year that the city of Philadelphia sent a formal apology to them or something.
They did an apology, but we need more than an apology.
Right.
Exactly. And what they're asking for, really is like, listen, the least you can do if you're not going to give us reparations for the things that y'all have done.
Right.
Bring home Mumia.
Thank you.
Free Mumia.
Exactly. That's the very least.
That's the very least.
Yeah.
You know, and he's like very ill right now.
Cancer, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Just had congestive heart failure. Like a lot of issues are going on with him, and he's in that jail. You know, COVID is spreading around. You know, so it's just like we need to do something. Like at the very least, at least let him come home.
Right,
like what is he going to do when
what
he comes home? Let him home.
Not that he did anything. Period.
Okay, come on, seriously.
That's a whole nother story.
That's a whole nother, yes.
You know,
wrongfully accused, all of them.
Exactly. Yeah. I know the history very well. But on a lighter note, you got a new single out.
I do.
Yes.
I do. I have a new single. I'm excited about this new single.
Mm-hmm.
The last time I came here was 2019. We had released Falling Tears.
Right. Dope song.
Yes, that song. I mean,
we had that in rotation for like 3 months.
That was really wow. Thank you.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
You know, that song did a lot of amazing things for me. Mm-hmm. You know, as an independent artist, you know, just seeing it do what it did worldwide.
Right.
And you know, now we have another single, Levels. With a different vibe. Okay. But still feels good. Still R&B.
Still them damn vocals.
Still vocals. Still getting vocals.
Absolutely. That's what I'm saying.
You know, so I'm excited about it.
We got a little mix going on, right, Dre? We got a little Sue Chris mix going on. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Keri's Corner Sue Chris mix, courtesy of DJ Justin Sound. We'll be right back.
Never felt this way before. It's like half of me is missing and the other half needs fixing, baby. Why'd I let you walk through the door?
You know, sometimes I say to myself, I don't even know if I really want to do this music stuff no more. So many times I didn't know who to trust, who was smiling in my face, who was talking behind my back, and who really wanted to see me win. But it don't matter how many times I had those thoughts, I always seem to get back into it again.
Keri is so very.
Shit, looking for you like where you been. Me reminiscing, remembering. We used to get it and argue with mama like him again. Tell her I love you when she just say why you depending on. Best time of love's innocence. We was like souls innocent. Finishing all of your sentences. Friends would say they go your twin again. Guess I'm just missing. Lower the voices, lower the noises. Put on an album, turn on the volume. Make love in the shower like there goes the hours. Tryna vibe, tryna kick it with you. Keep it 2 times 50 with you. Feel like the time of your life, every minute with you. Now I see the bigger picture. We were supposed to be good on so many levels. On so many levels. Love more than just a hood. On so many levels. On so many levels. Yeah, you was that one.
on so many levels. You might be my one and only, now ain't there another for me. Oh yeah, on so many levels, on so many levels. Who am I kidding? We different and I'll never get it. They comment and mentions, we more motion pictures, the vision. That's something that's so open-ended. The difference, we did it from humble beginnings. Ain't winning if all love ain't really what's in it. Ain't winning if all love ain't really what's in it. Guess what I'm saying? Why is it sinning? Why are we in this pain? Lower the voices, lower the noises, put on an album, turn on the volume, make love in the shower like they goes the hours. Tryna vibe, tryna kick it with you, keep it 2 times 50 with you. Feel like the time of your life, every minute with you. Now I see the bigger picture. We were supposed to be good on so many levels, on so many levels. Love more than just a hood, on so many levels, on so many levels. Yeah, you was that one, on so many levels, on so many levels. Still can't even shake it, baby. Damn, we should've made it, baby, baby, baby.
Back on the Keri's Korner radio show with Suzann Christine.
Thank you.
We just heard her singles, ending everything else with levels. And we're going to go around the room and get the opinion of the peoples on what they thought of not working, Mr. C? No. Mike 5 never seems to want to do us any justice. We'll start off with the DJ in the building. What's up with you, Andre Jones?
All right.
Levels. What did you think? Levels from Suzann Christine.
Well, promote it very heavily.
Yeah.
Promote it. It's needed now.
Yeah.
Keep pushing. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not only gonna say it's a great song. Promote it. Keep pushing. That's all I got.
And we're gonna make sure we promote it on this show.
Oh, certainly.
Yes, because she's a friend of the show. Paul, what do you think?
Yeah, I love the song. I can't wait till we keep playing it on the radio show every week. And yeah, definitely loved all of your music. But yeah, I agree with Dre. Just keep promoting it. Make sure everyone can hear that song because it's awesome.
I like the music on so many levels. Mm-hmm. On so many levels. No, it's really a great song. The sister's a songbird. I was sitting here jamming, looking at her like, yo, how did you come up with this?
Yeah.
So many levels. I love it.
Dope. Kevon, what did you think of Levels by Suzann Christine from Philadelphia, PA?
I gotta say that this song, like, of course it was awesome, but it's so cool is what struck me, is that it was just, I was listening to it and I was just like, yeah, I'm feeling it, I'm into it.
Yeah.
It's super cool.
Of course, our photographer, who's also among many, many other things in the hats that he wears, he's also a DJ. Mr. Cox, what did you think of Levels by Suzann Christine?
Well, first thing I'm going to say, it's a 4-turn chair if she was on The Voice. Well, really 5 chair, because I would turn myself around twice, for sure. But the one thing that I listened to a thing this over the weekend from Luther, and he said the most important thing about music is if you can understand the lyrics. And if you can relate to the lyrics of any song, then they've done their job. And I can hear the lyrics and feel what you were talking about. And that's what some artists don't have, is that passion for the lyrics of a song. And I heard that. And even if I close my eyes, I can just lean back and just chill and say, okay, that's it. Yeah, so.
And last but not least, I'm going to say, sister, I met you because of your voice. That's just what it is. You know what I mean? I met you because of your voice. And for me, it's always, of course, I love the dance. I used to be a dancer when I was very young. But for me, it's always about the lyrics. It's always about the vocals. It's about the articulation of the vocals. It's about making me feel the song, even if I can't relate to whatever it is that you're talking about. Can I feel what the artist is talking about? And it's when you, I'm gonna be honest, when you emailed me, you was like, "Keri, I got new music, I'm ready to go." I was like, today, Can we do it today? Because I knew what to expect.
Right.
But dope. We definitely gonna hit it hard on the Keri's Corner Radio Show. You heard the team.
Yeah.
You know they all want the song played over and over and over. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make it the summer hit.
Yes.
The summer hit. And anytime you want to come back to give us some more music.
Yes.
With you and Mike and you and whoever, as long as you want it, we playing it. Yeah. So, what are your thoughts on the new single?
Oh man, I love this single. I was living with this single for a little while before I gave it to you guys.
Okay.
And I know I have a fan base who wants to hear me blow and belt all the time. And I don't want to do that all the time. I want to be able to show y'all the range that I have. And,
exactly.
I threw in a little auto-tune on there and everything. But it's a vibe, and for me, it's another heartbreak song a little bit, because we were supposed to be good on so many levels.
That's some of the deepest pain makes the best music.
Yeah, you know. So it's like almost like Falling Tears Part 2 because it's like I can't stop these tears from falling down, and I'm missing you, and I'm all that good stuff. Now it's levels. It's like, dang, we was supposed to be good. Like, what happened to us?
And you like a sister to me, so I want you to be happy. But if you gotta be sad to make good music, then selfishness.
Nah.
Who produced it?
A-list producer.
Okay.
He killed that joint.
Okay. Shout out to him.
So shout out to A-list, the producer, for just giving me, and we got more. We got more from A-list and myself.
Dope.
So I'm I'm excited about this one, and like he said, we already started a challenge. We are like, out of nowhere. She's a amazing rapper, and I woke up one morning. She was doing she started the On So Many Levels challenge.
Okay.
Started spitting her bars. And,
so you're looking for rappers to?
And it's singers too, though. I have singers doing it, rappers doing it. So I just got to keep posting them because I'm getting them. I gotta post everybody.
Let people know how they can participate.
Yeah, if you follow me at Suzann Christine, that's Suzann, no E, y'all, because that's what the auto is gonna do. Suzann with no E, Christine, Christine. If you click on the link in my bio on Instagram, there's a link. And there's a YouTube link that has an open verse. It's open there. It's right there for you.
We got to shout out your brother. He's so cool, and he's always here with you.
Listen. This is HP, heavy hitter HP.
Shout out to him.
And he's very responsible for making sure that Hot 97 gets the music and they play it, and Shade 45 gets the music. So he's one of those. He's the radio guy for me.
Promotional
guy, and he's there with me right now, whenever I have things that's going on in New York, he's there to capture my stuff. So shout out to heavy hitter HP, been by my side supporting me, and I'm grateful.
So before we head out and give,
shout out to Rob Schwartz too, because he helped with distributing this
definitely
levels.
Shout out to Rob Schwartz. Had it not been for him, you and I would have never met.
I wouldn't know Keri,
and I wouldn't have become the fan that I am. Something about artists from Philadelphia and the Philadelphia area. We have Aviance from Philadelphia.
Shout out to Aviance. Yes. We just did a show together the other day.
They did the theme song for our show. That's them. They family. And of course, Jaquay from Chester, PA. So much talent in the Delaware Valley area. Southeastern Pennsylvania. Hey, they make good food. They got beautiful people, and they got good music. So,
yes,
215 is alive.
Yes, indeed.
Any final shout outs, and let people know how they can reach out to you before we go.
Follow me at Suzann Christine. We're going to be releasing a dope video. 4 levels very soon. Within the next couple of weeks, we're gonna actually have a party and everything. So if y'all want to come out to that party,
we want an invite.
Yes, you June 6th.
Okay,
put it on the date, put it on the calendar, because we gonna be brunching and we gonna be on so many levels. Hype about on so many levels.
So how can people?
I'm gonna do a performance.
People they can contact you and stay connected.
We're gonna be posting it. We're getting the flyers and all that stuff ready. So y'all just getting the news first.
The news first.
Yeah, y'all getting the news first.
Okay.
So it's gonna be pretty big. So I'm excited about that. So follow me and go to my website, SuzannChristine.com, for all things Suzann Christine. Merch available, music available, videos available.
Yes.
All the above.
Okay. We're going to turn everything over to the DJ. DJ, what you got going for us, brother? What you got? Surprises, Andre Jones? Let's go.
Andre Jones in the mix.
From the radio to the TV screen.